What's going on, family? My name is Nafis. For any of you who do not know me, this is my first video for what is going to be my new YouTube channel. So, I just wanted to stop in and say hello, let you know a little bit about myself, let you know what it is that I'm even thinking about doing with this channel, and seeing who's out there in the multiverse that's gonna support me. So first off, a little bit about myself. I'm 42 years old. I just turned 42 January 23rd, so I'm an Aquarius. Love that sign. We are some very, very special people. Always in our heads, always in our thoughts, always thinking about saving the world. That's my life. I'm always thinking about saving the world. I think about saving the world a lot of times more than I even think about saving myself. How crazy is that? But it is the truth. It can also come at a detriment, because a lot of times I can get so caught up in trying to do for the world, community at large, that I don't do for myself or for the people that are closest to me. But, you know, work in progress, trying to grow, right? So, I was born in Youngstown, Ohio. I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. I currently live in New York. I'll get into more of how all of that came about later as we progress, as we grow, as people tune in and listen to what it is that I have to say. The main purpose of this channel is to talk about my spiritual growth, my spirituality, and the things that have happened with me, in particular over the last 4.5 years. Because in the last 4.5 years, I've gone through an immense transformation, just as far as my overall outlook on the world and life in general. You know, I always had lofty views on things, you know, different ways I looked at the world. I always had a different perspective on a lot of things. You know, believe in aliens, I believe in spirits, you know, ghosts, you know, unexplained phenomenon, all of that kind of stuff. I run it. I can totally buy into all of those things, because the idea or the notion that we're the only thing cooking in the universe, that's retarded. You know, and then, you know, universes, once you start getting into different levels of spirituality, you start getting into different dimensions and different planets, different dimensions, spiritual beings and entities that are in all of these different places, and your whole perspective on a lot of this stuff starts to change. You know, I really want to try to be a resource and a tool to help others that are going through a similar process in terms of waking up, becoming more spiritually connected, you know, really connecting with those things, those intuitions, those unseen forces that a lot of people know exist, and more people have openly begun to admit that they know exist. So from that aspect, I want to share my story, because I feel like in sharing my story, other people won't still feel like they're going crazy. Because, you know, I know, at least as far as me, going through this process, I didn't have a lot of people to talk to initially, especially not as far as people that had gone through a similar experience. You know, I had some family members that after I started to talk about it more, like I said, once you start putting things out there, once you open up, you realize how many more people there are that are just like you, that are out here trying to do this, that are out here, you know, trying to grow, that are trying to improve themselves, that are trying to, you know, just see more of what this life has to offer, that goes against so much of the things that many of us have been taught, especially in the West, in America. A lot of concepts in the East are a lot more prevalent, and people are willing to acknowledge them even if they don't engage in them. Whereas in America, there's a lot of stuff that people don't even want to acknowledge exists, even if it's been right there in their face. Your deja vu moments, your I was thinking about somebody and they call moments, or I wanted to know about this and somebody else I had a conversation with gave me the answer to it. All those different things, all these different synchronicities that happen in our lives all the time that speak to the larger design of things, the larger scheme of things that go on in our day-to-day lives that people don't actively take part in. So I just to give a general brief kind of summation of where I am right now, or what has happened with me and my spiritual growth. I meditate. That's a given. A lot of people have gotten more information and have become more knowledgeable on the benefits of meditation, especially in recent years. I do yoga. I pray. I connect with the earth, sing to the earth. I connect with other spirits and deities from different cultures, angels, ascended masters, lucid dreaming, plant medicines, friggin' sound bowl ceremonies. I've done a lot of experimentation and growth, healing, intuitive healing. I'm a healer. I've accepted and acknowledged the fact that I'm also a medium, so I'm able to communicate with entities and spirits that are no longer with us, some that may have never resided on the earth at all. I know it sounds crazy, right? It sounds crazy. What's this dude talking about? What's this craziness you're talking about? And it's so crazy because I grew up in Islam, in Al-Islam, in the religion of Al-Islam. It's a beautiful religion, very, very beautiful religion. And in a lot of ways, it actually set the foundation for my growth. Me being open, me seeking knowledge, me constantly trying to better myself. And truth be told, over the last 4 years, I am more connected to the divine creator than I have ever been consciously at any point in my life. True story. I'm a lot more connected with my intuition. I'm a lot more connected with my feelings. I'm a lot more connected with universal growth, people in general, the different meanings that connections and interactions with people have with my life now. I view them in a totally different light. There's a crazy game that goes on with the universe all the time. It's always trying to connect with us. It's always trying to send us messages. It's always trying to help us. Life happens for us. It does not happen to us. And once people get over that whole concept of life happening to you, that's part of the first thing right there that changes up a lot of it. Life wants you to win, baby. Life wants you to win, but we get in our own way all the time. We always get in our own way. So, you have to do some exploration, some self-exploration. Stop seeking everything, all your answers about yourself from outside. And a lot of those things you have to go internally to discover. You have to meditate, you have to pray. You have to do those things. You have to spend time with yourself, with your thoughts, examining your thoughts. And that opens up so many doors, so many possibilities, and so many new ideas and concepts. It's like you just feel like you just like plucking fruit out of the air, you know, because of how things start to come to you. And you know, but like I said, that first place is in the meditation. And I've spent a lot of time over the last, 4 years. I was always in my head, always deep in my thoughts. But now I am deep in my thoughts, but I also go deep within to kind of remove my thoughts so that other information, that fruit, can just pop right in here. Intuition, meditation helps immensely with your intuition. Helps you grow in a lot of ways at very, very subtle levels that, like I said, most people take for granted. And I feel that if you start to do this work, you do start to see the dividends. You do start to see the results. You change in ways. You become more connected, say, with yourself. You become more connected with other people. And a true testament is that you're really of no good to anybody else if you're not doing what you need to do for yourself, if you're not taking care of yourself. And for me, this growth, this spiritual growth, my journey has helped me to be a better version of myself so that other people can connect with that version of me. They can connect with that version of me and it'll touch them. Somebody made a reference. I was watching a YouTube tarot reader. Oh yeah, that's it. I'm into tarot card readings. I do tarot readings. I swear it's crazy. A lot of modalities, a lot of spiritual modalities, a lot of tools to help with your growth and to help you move through this world. But as I was saying, with meditation, going deep within and connecting with yourself in ways that you had never even imagined, ways you would never imagine. Your insight, your intuition just elevates. It elevates, and through that deeper sense of knowing of yourself, like I say, you give the best version of yourself to other people. You're able to share the best version of yourself with other people, and you're able to let your light, as it shines brighter. This is what I took from that YouTube video. I was rambling a minute, I got lost. I'm trying to shoot one takes without editing, so forgive me for my bumbles. I'll become a more proficient at this as I go into more videos. But the tarot reader, and I'm sorry, I can't recall her name right now, but she was speaking about like lights, like how people were a network of lights, and as your light shines brighter and it goes out and touches other people's lights, then you help their light to shine brighter. So the goal in this life realistically should be to be the brightest light that you can possibly be, because whenever you're shining bright, it touches everybody else around you that's trying to shine brighter themselves. And for the people that can't stand that light, they disappear off into the darkness. So there will be more videos to come. This is my first foray into this new YouTube creative space. See me, I'm trying to get these camera angles right. All right, there we go again. So I will have more thought out content, more not off the cuff content, more things talking about like how everything really took off in me, how the night that I tried to astral project, that's when everything started. The night that I tried to astral project. It's been a wild ride, beautiful journey. I'm looking forward to sharing more about this journey with anybody who wants to listen, anybody who's looking for answers, anybody who might take something away from this that can better enhance and improve their lives. So, you know, I don't know anywhere near everything. In fact, I know nothing at all. You know, that's the more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. And so that's why I'm still seeking, but I can't keep taking all this information in and just stockpiling it. I have to share it. I have to share it with other people so that they can take something away that they might need to hear, that they might need to grow, you know. And it's all about us connecting with people and healing and growing this big, beautiful planet, this big, beautiful place that we call Earth, our Mother Earth, Pachamama. You know, it's a beautiful day here in New York. We're at 60 degrees. The sun was out. You know, it's now setting, but I said that I wanted to get out here and, you know, just share a little bit of myself. There we go, with other folks that are out there. So, you know, I want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I love you. There will be more. And I'm gonna have some fun with this. Believe that. All right. Love y'all.